I think by and large, we can assume, given the recent clues given by Cecil Hunter's insane ramblings, he was definitely connected to Leader
We need that diary.
in the papers. Oh God, the cries of the newborns on her table, he screamed.
Yeah, I do remember that. That was kind of disturbing.
He ain't seen nothing yet. All right, Harry, you back?
Yep, I'm here.
Well, let's just kind of pick up where we left off.
There we go. Now I can log in.
Things are about to get dicey.
So Jimmy has called for the orderly. He's like, orderly, let us out of here. Cecil, coming out of his little worm dance, sing-song, starts screaming and falls to his knees. And then you can begin to see his eyes smoking as he's making these guttural, choking sounds. There's blood coming out of his mouth. You hear the latch on the door, the lock on the door, click over. The door opens. There's two orderlies standing there. Cecil Hunter screams, "No! It's not my fault. I didn't mean to." And he stands up. And you see him again making these animalistic grunting sounds. The back of his straitjacket begins to tear the seams. And he pulls off the straitjacket in one swift motion. And he stands erect, turns to face you. You can see his smoking eyes are now ablaze with this strobing, flashing white light. Let me make a roll here.
I do not look into his eyes.
Some of you can't help but look at this thing.
Of course.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eddie and Dr.
Yeah.
Shant. Well, actually, let me do it another way. Hold on. Take that back. Yeah, Eddie and Walter. I need some power rolls from you guys.
Okay.
Ooh. Regular success.
I am looking for an extreme success. I would say I would say that given the getting used to awfulness rule, since you guys just encountered something similar yesterday in cold storage, I'm going to call for 1d6 sanity loss instead of the 1d10 from yesterday.
Oh my God.
For the soul burnage. So each of you roll a d6. I need an extreme success for a 0 loss on sanity. It's
That's okay. I lose
kind of
one
brutal.
sanity.
Eddie loses 1. Oh no.
Ooh.
Walter's like,
Ooh.
oh no,
Yeah.
this is not good.
Walter may crack here. So we're going to need an idea roll from Walter. Straight up intelligence roll, and you want to fail to avoid the bout of madness.
He is now at 61. An idea roll, okay? That's just intelligence, is that?
It's intelligence,
Is that what it is?
yeah. And you'll want to fail.
All right.
It just rolled off. It rolled off of a
Close call.
success.
Close call,
Yeah.
Walter. However, it looks like Walter, well, I believe I reset
he can
these. Let me
lie
look
to
at these
himself.
daily sanity loss scores. I think Walter lost some sanity points maybe from the monkey bat incident earlier this morning too. Harry, I think that puts you at 14 out of 15 for the day, I believe.
Well, he was down some sanity before. I don't know. Does it keep track of the daily?
It does at the very, very bottom under your attribute scores.
Oh, I see it now.
The daily entry. I believe it's tracking it correctly.
Probably.
Yeah, we need to remember too that Walter got slammed by Dr. Leader's corpse too, pretty heavy. He's probably got a big black eye from that. Anyway.
What was that?
It in cold storage with the fisticuffs with the corpse. Walter was kicking at it with his heavy work boots, and at one point the thing slammed him for I think it was 4 hit points or something like that, which he still hasn't recovered from. So Walter, you got a black eye, buddy. So Eddie loses 1, he's safe. Yeah, the eyes, man. The smoking eyes. Cecil kind of skitters backwards up against the wall, the padded wall, and you see him push and crawl backwards with his back against the wall, up the wall to the ceiling.
Again, right. Let's get out of here.
And now he's screaming, "The prisoner is set free! The guardian! Please don't hurt me!" And he seems to be in pain. He's writhing and twitching. You see he's convulsing now. His neck muscles, his head is turning left to right just violently. What are you guys doing?
What was the witch's name?
Keziah Mason? The witch of old, you mean? Yeah.
All right.
Dude, do not invoke her name. What are you doing? Dude, what?
You're right.
You're going to call me for it?
I'm not crazy enough. I won't do it.
Why not just bust out a Ouija board and call her name out on it, you know? I mean, what the hell? Don't hold back.
Well, he's about to die, so we need to get some information out of him, stat.
We did, dude. This guy's nuts. We need to leave and shut the door behind us and find his notebook. He's not giving us anything else. He's dead. He's a danger. You said the orderly have come? I say they lock the door behind him and get the hell out of here, dude.
All right, I need a split second decision here, guys. I would say Jimmy, he's looking to leave. He's trying to get out the door.
Walter is definitely...
Chandler's getting out of the door. Get the fuck out of
my
here.
head's kind of whiplashing back from the door to the kid, back to the door to the kid, and then I'm gonna bolt out the door.
Bear's looking around for improvised weapons.
Bear, come with us.
All right, so all of you guys back out of the door. One of the orderlies exclaims, "Jesus Christ!" You see the shape of Cecil Hunter turns upside down, so his head is facing down towards the floor as he's stuck to the wall like some kind of new supernatural spider. It skitters across the wall to the window. The glass shatters. This wind and wind-blown snow, this Arctic air blast blows into the window.
Do we have our guns on us?
Concealable sidearms, yes, I would say. Within reason, of course. Like a handgun, yeah, or something concealable, sure. I would say that you guys were able to come in here with them. So, the glass shatters. All this wind-driven snow comes. It's snowing quite heavily out there now. It's about midday. And this Arctic blast fills the room. And you hear Cecil continue to scream, "The prisoner! No!" As his...
Do we know what he's talking about?
No.
About this thing having escaped or something like that?
"The guardian is woken!"
I mean, it sounds like the thing that got in the box, right?
"The pain!" He reaches out with both his hands, grabs onto the bars on the inside of the window, and just rips the whole thing off the wall. You hear this
Ooh.
this sickening, kind of wrenching sound. The iron bars just clatter to the floor. Well, not clatter because it's a padded floor. You just fall to the floor, and Cecil Hunter squirms out the window. Looking out, you can't see much. It's just snowing, pretty big, fat, wet snow now coming down out there with pretty stiff wind. The orderlies run.
Okay, I grab one of the orderly. I say, I need to see the stuff he was checked in with. I need to see it right now.
He points. He says, "Office! Follow me!
Show me." I
Follow.
grab him. Let's go.
Come on!"
All right. We go to the office.
Yep, we're on the way.
Running.
Okay. You guys get to the office. There's some nurses there at this nurse station out front of the office. And they're like, "What's going on?" And he goes, "Sound the alarm. There's an escaped patient." He's like, "Okay." And she goes over and she clicks this button. You hear this bell go off in the whole place. Bring, bring, bring.
Jesus.
And the orderlies takes you back to the office. He says, and one of the orderlies goes over and picks up a phone and he starts dialing.
His personal effects. Where are they?
The other orderlies, he nods and says, "You know this guy?
Yes.
What are you, his dad?"
Co-worker.
You hear a scream down the hall back towards Cecil's cell. You hear this woman scream. Ah! The lights in the office begin to flicker.
Dude, his personal effects, quickly.
He's like, okay. He reaches down in this drawer, pulls out this ring of keys, and he leads you into these back rooms where they have all these boxes stacked on these shelves. And he pulls out, he kind of rummages through it. He's looking at the paperwork. He pulls out a bag, and he says, it's just, keys, notebook, a wristwatch.
Yeah, give it to me.
He goes, just sign here. He goes, just sign here.
Yeah. Okay. I sign my name, and I'm like, or I sign somebody else's name.
Now you hear some other shouting voices out there, like nurses and doctors shouting. You hear a doctor like barking orders. It's like, call the police!
Right, Doc, I'm getting a rifle.
We grab everything. We grab his watch, his keys, and especially the notebook, and we get the hell out of there, or start leaving.
Okay. Yeah, there's just kind of panic right now at the sanitarium. The bells are still going off. As you guys exit the front of the sanitarium, going down these granite steps down to this small parking area. Again, the wind is blowing, the snow's blowing in your eyes. The sky has darkened somewhat. It's no longer overcast, but it's very cloudy, windy, snowy. We're kind of looking out towards, because Hunter's cell faced the front of the building. You look back, and sure enough, you see the window, the broken window up there. You realize that the window was probably almost 20 feet off the ground. It was a second-story cell, but you don't see any sign of Cecil over there.
No footprints.
Possibly be screaming.
Well, you'd have to. I'm just saying, from a distance, you see this. The entire place is surrounded as well by a 10-foot iron fence.
Okay.
He must still be in there, right?
That's a good question. What are they screaming at? Do we care?
Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Time's limited.
All right, so you all pile into Jimmy's Cadillac.
Yep. And I start perusing through the notebook.
All right.
Walter's like, go, 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 go.
Yeah.
Go.
Jimmy peels out. Kind of loses control, or Eddie peels out. Kind of loses control for a second, Eddie. It's snowing out here. It's like it's snowing out here. But you peel out of the Arkham Sanitarium parking lot. The notebook, Dr. Chandler. There are some scribblings and drawings. A lot of it is drawings, and they look like geometry, like
Yeah.
angles and lines, and there are some notations as well, like numbers, angles, mathematical formula, and stuff like this. And there's like a good 20 pages of it in this small pocket notebook. It's hard to decipher it. You'd have to have, do you have any mathematics, I would say, or probably not. It's all very mathematical to you. And so you can see some of them now, Chandler, as well. Where are you guys heading anyway, as you're peeling out of the parking lot?
University. I think we take it right on back to the professor. You know, we're gonna maybe Doc. You getting anything out of that notebook? We might need. You think Armitage would be any help?
Tommy, some of the diagrams and drawings have X marks over them or have been scribbled out.
Oh.
And you'll see he continues on maybe the next page something similar. You get a sense like he was trying to draw and redraw the same things over and over again.
Dr. Armitage might be the guy who can help us. Remember, he did see the papers, so he might recognize some of these symbols that were in that. Maybe he would recognize them. I don't know what he's going to do with them, though.
You guys also have a set of keys and a wristwatch.
What are the keys to? House key, car key?
They look like house keys.
Do we know where this guy lived?
His address was on the admittance
check-in form.
Yeah.
Why don't we go to his place?
That is a possibility. It is 82 French Hill Street. Eddie quickly calculates. Let's see, 82 French Hill. That'd be right around. Oops. Around here. Pretty close to Eddie's place. He's like your neighbor, Eddie.
Bad. It ain't bad. We can head over there.
Let's go in there to see if he's got anything else.
You guys
Papers.
as you guys are heading down Peabody Street to the river, to the bridge, you begin to hear police sirens in the neighborhood.
Yeah, hopefully that ain't where he's headed. Be a damn shame to catch him there.
They're probably heading to the sanitarium.
Well, they're heading to the sanitarium, yeah, but I'm talking about the kid. If he escaped, I don't know where he's going.
Oh, well, that's a good point. Yeah, we got to get there before he does. You're right.
Yeah, let's get out. Let's get over there, and I'm gonna peel out of here. I'm crossing, what is this, North Peabody Avenue, right on over through Church Street, getting to Cecil.
Yeah, the Peabody Bridge. Arriving down here at 92 French Hill Street. These look like studio apartment buildings, where the apartments are just one big room. Looks like maybe it was an old tire factory or something at one point. It's kind of in a rundown part of town.
When was Cecil committed?
Cecil was committed. What's the date? The 17th of September.
Is that before the papers went missing or after?
So Charles Leader died almost 2 weeks ago. That would have been a week to the day before Leader's death. He was committed.
Wow, very recent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe his neighbors have some insight too.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty run-down building. Again, there's kind of a snowstorm going on this afternoon. The snow's beginning to accumulate. Some snow plows are out, trying to clear some of the snow. People are out shoveling snow. How are you guys going to approach this? Apparently, it looks like, let's see, apartment. I don't know. You'd have to find out which apartment he lives in. Looks like there's at least 4 apartments in this building.
Is there a mail slot that says "C Hunter" on it somewhere? Yep.
Yes. Well, Chandler, you think to check the mailboxes, and the apartment C, is marked on, his name is right there, Hunter. C.
Let's go, man. Use the keys and go to C.
All right, I'm gonna grab my rifle and sling it across my back. If they ask, it's a hunting trip. Coming back.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
All right,
fully armed.
For this scene, we're going to assume that Bear and Jimmy are staying in the car, doing lookout on the street outside. Okay.
Keep an eye out for the kid.
Yeah, keep an eye out for the kid.
Exactly.
Entering Cecil. Entering. I'm sorry, Harry. What?
I said I was just saying we wouldn't want him sneaking up on us. So.
Yeah. Good call.
Entering Cecil Hunter's studio. It's just one big room. There's a small kitchenette kind of to the left side looking in. There's a bed, some furniture, table, chair, couch, sofa. And you can see the studio area. It looks like a series of shelves with stacked up books and papers. There's a large desk in here with a desk chair, drawers. Everything looks pretty well undisturbed. There's a faint. There's a faint smell of urine and liquor in the air.
I think we should search.
Normal for Massachusetts apartments, though. Who knows?
Dude, let's search the desk for secret compartments underneath the cabinets and behind the drawers, underneath the drawers, etc. Mm-hmm. See if he's sitting on any papers.
Yeah, gonna look for any hidey holes, pull out the couch, kick the baseboard, knock on some walls.
Because he copied those symbols from something.
Let's do a spot hidden first of all. There, you can click in chat if you want to. I put a little chat box in there where you can click on.
Lovely. That's awesome. I love Foundry. Okay, that didn't work.
Nope, these are hidden. These are hidden checks, Alex.
Oh, even cooler.
Yeah, that's cool.
Eddie.
I'm also gonna make sure to check the windows to see if anything broke in through these upper floor windows.
Check the window. The window seems. Yeah, the window seems to be securely locked.
Okay.
Tom, Chandler, as you're kind of checking the desk, there is one drawer that's locked. It has a lock on it. But of course, you just try one of the keys on Hunter's key ring, and it opens up the drawer. Inside would appear to be a couple of old dusty books, some sheaves of papers, some yellowed-looking papers, some what appear to be academic books as well, like textbooks on New England history, just run-of-the-mill kind of stuff. But the sheaves of paper, the sheaves of papers. As you kind of you look at the titles of these books, they look like old English history books as well, but very old, at least 100 years old. Just looking at these books, but looking at the sheaves of papers, they look like handwritten, just loose papers that are kind of together in this binder, like a folio kind of. They look handwritten in this ink. Some pages have different colored inks. And you think for a second, like this could be these witchcraft papers we're talking about. They look old.
I was just going to say. Oh. Do I see shape symbols on these papers?
You do.
What was missing from the university?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, there is a section of the papers, Chandler, that are covered in these weird symbology, almost hieroglyphics, with symbols and shapes, circles, triangles, and weird-looking angles and mathematical formulas, stuff like this.
Do I have enough? Go ahead.
You realize that when you're looking through it, there are certain pages that appear to be just copies of other pages. Then it dawns on you. These are actually must be the forged papers, because you see several copies of certain pages. You can see some parts have actually notes in the margin of corrections in different colored ink and stuff like this.
I was just going to ask, can I determine whether or not these are forgeries or if these are real? I was just going to ask that. So
yeah,
okay, so
you have a heavy hunch that these are probably forged, since there's just multiple copies of pages and stuff. But Eddie, Chandler, you're about to say, hey, I think I found the copies or whatever. But Eddie, of course, you're looking at the fireplace, like anybody burn any papers here, and you're looking in the fireplace, you know. Then you notice, just by chance, a discolored looking and kind of askew brick in the fireplace itself. A couple of bricks, actually. They don't really look like they fit together very well. Almost as they've been removed at some time.
Dude.
All right. So here's how I'm going to handle this. I'm going to rifle barrel down, and then with my boot, I'm going to kick the bricks aside.
Well, it looks like you would have to actually grab onto these bricks and kind of pull them out from their place. You know what I'm saying? Like they're part of the brickwork, but they look like they're loose. There's no masonry or anything holding them in. It looks like they've been, they're loose. Kind of. So you could kick them, but it doesn't really do much. It looks like you'd have to. Looks like you could probably pull them out if you wanted to.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Let's see. Hey, Walter.
Walter's standing there looking at the ceiling fixture.
Walter, you all right, bud?
He's looking out the window.
Yeah, looking out the window. He's looking at
and checking the ceiling.
Yeah, Walter, as you're looking out the window, there's a big apple tree out in the backyard. And you see at least a few crows sitting in that apple tree.
Hey, Walter, help me out with these bricks here, huh?
What do we want to do with them?
Just pull them out. Just want to make sure there's nothing, scurrying down there. Got my rifle ready.
Yeah, there appears to be two bricks. They're a little discolored and not really lined up with the other bricks, Walter. It looks as if they've been removed at some point and just shoved back into place.
Go ahead.
Kind of hard to notice if it wasn't pointed out to you.
Yeah, so he'll try and pull them out, I guess.
You do rather easily. There appears to be some kind of hollow space back there behind where these bricks were hiding.
So he'll let the others know. Is there enough light to see back
Not
there,
really. I mean, there's barely enough room for even to stick your arm in there.
And do the other bricks seemed is the brickwork around it seem?
Yeah, you kind of feel around. It feels pretty solid. Yeah, it feels to be pretty solid. But yeah, where the two bricks seem to be concealing some kind of hollow space in there. Just really big enough to, put your arm into.
All right.
You can grab. There's a lantern sitting there. You can grab. You're kind of looking. Yeah, it just looks like this is just black hollow space back there, just big enough to stick your arm into.
I'm gonna grab that lantern and light it, and then I'm gonna kneel down, and then with the rifle barrel, just kind of stick it into the darkness in there. And I'm just gonna do a quick little sweep, see if I can knock anything loose, or what do I feel with that force?
You go in maybe 12.
My hand in there.
Yeah, you maybe go. It only goes in like maybe 16, 20 inches, and you feel the tip of your barrel of your gun hit the other side. So it's not very wide space in there. How deep it is, you're not sure. It also
the papers are down.
Yeah, also
I'll reach in there.
Yeah, also the cavity in there doesn't seem to extend upwards either, it's only downwards. towards the
All right,
floor.
I'll reach in, kind of feel around, see what I can scrounge.
You feel what feels to be a canvas, some kind of canvas bag, maybe, with pole
I'll
ties
pull
on
that
it.
sucker out.
You do. You pull out this canvas bag. It's been tied with a knot, and it feels like there are something inside of it. Something fairly heavy.
All right, let's take a look.
And how big is it?
It probably weighs about 8 pounds. Not too big. You could hold it in one hand.
So like a satchel?
Like a satchel, yeah.
All right, let's open it up and take a look.
The first thing that catches your eye is bundles of cash.
Hmm.
There's like $2,500 in small bills.
I wonder where the kid got this.
Among the money are a couple more books. They look like old books, old history books. But in the bottom of the bag is a leather folio, and it's tied with these sort of brass fittings that clip together in the front of it. It's very sturdy, hard leather folio.
Gentlemen, I think we found our prize. I'll take a look at that folio.
Yeah, opening it up, you see the first page is a typewritten page, and it's titled 26A, Arkham Witch Trial Papers. And underneath that entry is a short explanation of basically what Professor Leader put in his notes. Just the general description of the papers. Looking at the next page, you can see that indeed these are handwritten pages. They appear to be written on some kind of parchment or Chandler, you'd realize probably like sheepskin or something like that. And the beginning,
I'll do a quick, just general flip through, see if there's any alterations, any damage, anything obvious. I don't need to read the whole thing.
It's a
but
pretty thick sheaf of papers, and it's about 70 or 80 pages. Again, you're seeing that different pages have sort of slightly different colorations of ink. Some of them have different colorations due to their age. Looks like a compilation of handwritten documents from late 1600s, early 1700s. Much of it written by a Caleb Hobhouse. In the back, separated from the papers, in the back pocket of the folio, you find 6 pages of documents that closely resemble what Dr. Chandler just found in the desk. But these appear to possibly be the real thing, Dr. Chandler, because looking at it, you kind of hold it up under light to get a really good look at these drawings. Not only do they appear to be very old, probably about 200 years old, like they're supposed to be, but the color of the ink is unusual, and you can see now why Hunter was trying to copy these pages over and over again to try to replicate the ink that's on these pages, because the ink is not doesn't seem to have aged hardly at all. Like the page, the paper, the parchment, the skin, whatever it's on, has aged, but the ink is very sharply written, very concise in English, some of it, and it's written in a reddish color to ink as well, dark crimson color.
Walter Shutters.
Yeah, and it's got the diagrams, the math, the alchemical formulas, and all that shit in these 6 pages, double-sided. So it would appear that
well done.
You have found the Arkham Witch Trial papers in Cecil's apartment.
How long
Nice.
have we been here?
Maybe a half hour. With that, 20, 30 minutes.
All right, gentlemen, I suggest that we get out of here.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
You hear above you, presumably,
Oh boy.
presumably from the apartment above Cecil's apartment, you hear a woman crying, sobbing.
Yeah.
Yeah. She begins kind of wailing too, like really crying bad, like.
Sorry to hear that. Let's go.
Yep. We all have bad days.
Yeah. Suck it up, Buttercup. I'm not falling for that.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, Cecil has quite an extensive bar as well. Rum, gin, whiskey, bourbon, whatever you want. He's got a bunch of it. And just judging from just the cleanliness of the place and just the general state of things, it would appear you're pretty sure that maybe he was probably an alcoholic. Maybe just judging by the empty whiskey, the trash can in the kitchen filled with 4 whiskey bottles, a couple of rum bottles.
Are there any that are mostly full?
Oh, there's all kinds of full liquor bottles or half full liquor
Great,
bottles.
I'll grab the biggest one that I can find. Bear. And I'll take that with me.
All right. So you guys exit the studio. You go down the stairs to the first floor and exit out onto French Hill Street. Jimmy and Bear are sitting in Jimmy's Cadillac out front.
We get in, say, we found him. We got him.
Chandler gives a big thumbs up to Jimmy. Walter, you have to go around the far side of Jimmy's Cadillac to get in, out into the street, to get in behind Jimmy, or behind Eddie, who's driving the car. And something catches your attention. You look down. Again, like I said, it's snowing, but it's kind of a wet snow, so the streets are kind of slushy. Not many people are driving today because the streets do have this layer of snow on them, but it's kind of slushy. And the water flowing into the storm drain nearby is what catches your attention. But Walter, you happen to look down at the storm drain, and in the storm drain, right there, right by Jimmy's Cadillac, you see this face down in the storm drain. At first you think it's a dog because it's got this snout, and these weird looking eyes. Then you realize it's not a dog at all. It's a man with a snout, and its eyes are this bloodshot yellow color with these big black pupils. And then you don't see it anymore. It like moves away or something, and you don't see it.
Does it look familiar to me?
It's probably a dog, you're thinking. What's a dog doing down the storm drain anyway? A dog with weird eyes.
Next time we shoot.
Eddie hops in the back, or Walter hops in the back seat.
I'm a little shaken, but...
Well, to be clear, that's Walter who saw that. Nobody else saw that.
Oh, it was Walter.
It was Walter, yeah. Eddie, you're getting in the driver's seat, and as Eddie's climbing in behind you, he just happens to, look down at this water flowing into this drain and sees this face down in the storm drain of this dog man thing. It looked like a dog only because it had a snout. Otherwise, it looked human, Walter.
Weird. That's very bad. We found the werewolf of Arkham.
Or it found us.
I'm so overwhelmed at this point. I'm not sure how Walter would react.
Yeah. We'll do a sanity
It was a
roll.
big rat.
Roll sanity, Walter.
It was a big rat.
That's right.
The tension builds. Walter makes his 18th sanity roll.
Oh, poor Walter.
Okay. How do I...
Of course, one of the first things that occurs to you guys, having likely found the papers, is should we tell Dean Fallon?
Yeah, I
Because
don't think so.
I don't think he had the papers at all, right? Uh, nice,
An
extreme
extreme
success.
success. I think Walter convinces himself that it must have just been a dog. I'm
Yeah,
just seeing things.
yep. Some diseased dog that lives in the sewers down there, Walter. If you've seen him once, you've seen him 1,000 times. Diseased, deformed, mutant dogs that live in the storm sewers. There's a lot of them. Anyway, where are we heading now?
Do we turn in the hall, or do we want to look at it closer? I mean, we've come all this way for the stuff.
Okay, so let's level set here. So the papers, clearly this witch wants them too.
Mhm.
We can't let her get them. Maybe we need to go and take these papers and hide them somewhere where she's not going to find them. Where's the last place she would look? Maybe back at the university. Give them to Dr. Saladin in the library somewhere.
There you go. Yeah, we give him to Saladin.
The reclusive Dr. Saladin.
Exactly.
Hopefully we don't get back and he's worshipping a werewolf or whatever, but
Well, if he is, we'll walk out slowly in the other direction. But because I don't think reading these papers would be a good idea. I mean, look what happened to all these guys who read it and try to copy it. You know, and they try to copy it.
That's why if we hand it to someone, we got to make sure they're not reading it.
To be clear,
Right.
When you guys left Cecil Hunters, did you take the copy as well? Or the copies?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
He had some other books that appear to not really be related to the witch papers, but probably other books that he was trying to forge and partial forgeries of those.
Yep. We took all the books that we found in the drawer, as well as the ones behind the brick. Absolutely.
Let me make a note here.
So we could try to hide the papers. I mean, the papers are English, or I guess they're Old English, right? I mean,
Old
I guess
English.
you can't.
Yep. Written about various, I mean, just judging from just perusing it, even briefly, first-hand accounts of people who were at some of the trials, literally like courtroom drama kind of stuff. Descriptions of the execution of witches, the questioning of witches, what they were accused of, their crimes, whether they were convicted, whether they were burned or banished or whatever. Interviews with members of the clergy, townsfolk, mayors and stuff like that.
Do we see the name of the chick in question?
Yes. Although, well, let me look here. Well, let me put it this way, Tom. You would have to spend a little bit more time with it to read it fully, to comprehend it fully,
Okay.
but probably less than 24 hours. Like if you took several hours, you could, more or less learn what Hobhouse is writing about in these papers. The sectioned off part that's in the back of the folio, with what are presumably Keziah Mason's section that she wrote, are separated from it. You could study those as well, of course. But if you want to, just skim it or read it, it would take less than 24 hours. You would just have to spend some time with it, though.
Think we should find a safe house where we should do that? Take a read? might give us a clue on what next to do and what her plans are. She's clearly up to something.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point, the police are going to be looking to talk to us, probably.
This is a good point.
With what happened at the sanitarium.
Jimmy says, yeah, Walter, don't worry about the cops. Be okay. I'll tell them we're innocent. All right, so don't you worry, buddy.
You think? I don't know. I mean, we can hand these off, right? They're not safe in our possession, but whose possession would they really be safe in? Can't just stick them in a hole somewhere. I mean, if this lady can find us, she might be able to find it. I don't know.
But who are we going to hand them off to?
That's a good question.
I don't like the idea of handing them off to somebody. Let's read them.
Armitage.
I say we read them first. Armitage kind of freaked me out with his eyes.
Yeah,
freaky guy. All right. Yeah. All right. Let's give him a read, huh?
His piercing, dominating eyes. Yes.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. Nobody's eyes should be piercing and dominating.
I'll be right back.
So we're deciding to read the papers, or at least see what's in there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All of you? Together, I guess? With Dr. Chandler narrating, maybe? Something like that?
Sure.
Okay. Well, Alex said he was stepping away for a moment. Yeah, well, let's just take a quick break, you guys. Like, take 5 minutes.
Walter's excited about reading them.
Yeah, when we come back, we'll have Dr. Chandler's narration.
Keep an eye out.
Relevant sections of the Arkham Witch Trial papers. So let's take 5. I'll be back in a few.
All right.
I am back. Anybody out there?
I'm back.
Hello. Hey,
I'm
I got
here.
a question. I think I'm missing some critical information. Were these the papers that we needed to get to Dean Fallon?
Yeah, these are the papers we've been looking for that Dean Fallon sent us out hunting.
Okay. That's what I was thinking. Okay, good.
Yeah. But I don't think we want to give
tell him to just bring him directly back to him, or?
No, because last time we're starting to suspect Dean has got something bad to do with this. Him and that Dr. Roach. So I'm not sure.
Definitely. I'm not sure if I distrust the Dean yet.
Yeah, but the Dean, I don't know. The Dean, first of all, he wanted us to keep us quiet, and then then again, there were an awful lot of people who knew about what was going on. It just seemed kind of, I don't know. Something's off. I don't want to give him back to the Dean, at least without reading them first and know what's in there, because I think there's something bigger going on.
But if we do find something big, or if we find something out that, I just don't know what the end game is if we're not going to the Dean. If we're keeping it for ourselves, what do we do then?
Well, I'm wondering if the paper, if they say something in there about, like the woman, she's here, she's coming back, or she's trying to come back, or something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what is happening? I think the guy went insane because he was messing with the forgeries and the angles weren't correct, and so it twisted his head. But the originals, we might be able to read. You know what I'm saying? But the originals you might be able to read and actually, I don't know, contain this chick. Yeah, get some info, contain her, cast her into the depths of hell, stop her from whatever her plight or whatever she's planning. Because clearly something is going on that we don't know about beyond just these papers. These papers are wanted for a reason. Like by Dr. Roach. Like, I don't want the dean to hand them over to Dr. Roach.
Now, what's very interesting to me is that Cecil is the one who had them. What was Cecil before he was sent away? Was he just a student?
I don't know. Was Cecil working with, what's his name? The guy who,
Shit, my mic was muted.
it sounds like there's...
As far as you know, on his admittance papers, it said he was a fine arts student. That's all you really know.
A fine arts student. Oh, so maybe that's just it. Okay, so the guy who's, I keep forgetting his name.
Leader.
The guy who we first leader probably got this fine arts student to try to draw these up because he couldn't get the ink right. And as he was trying to draw them and he crossed them out, couldn't get the angles right. He wrote it.
Holy cow, you are... Oh, you got it! Yeah, man. That's it. It's because of the ink.
Yeah. So he wanted that guy to get it nice and pretty. And then he lost his mind. And the forger, he already is dead because his eyes blew up. His eyes ignited almost like the same way, didn't they? At least we think.
Last time you saw him, he just squirmed through the window in his padded cell and was gone.
Wasn't his eyes turning bright or fiery or something, or no?
Yes, they were glowing much like Leader's corpse's eyes, except there was one distinct difference, really. Leader's corpse's eyes strobed in this reddish light, whereas Cecil Hunter's eyes were strobing in this white hot light. Other than that, it was pretty similar. Yeah, the sense of maybe some heat or burning or boiling in the eyes. He was definitely in pain as he left. Makes you wonder, is he like just roaming the streets of Arkham out there right now? Or is he dead?
Themes you don't want. I think it's burning your eyes out. That's a prominent feature in, I think, both campaigns now, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, you're going to read this book.
Yeah, let's read it.
Or let's kind of skim it. You do find a relevant section, or sections, several, on Keziah Mason specifically. One section says that during the Salem witch trials of 1692, an old woman by the name of Keziah Mason was arrested for her suspicious behavior and seeming insight into other worlds. She was also accused of stealing children in these trials. In her testimony to Judge John Hathorne, she confessed to having signed her name in what she called the Book of Azathoth under the influence of the Black Man. And she admitted to taking her secret name of Nahab. So during her trial, it becomes apparent that she actually claimed, yes, I am a witch, basically. But she took a secret name of Nahab. During her trial, she spoke of, quote, lines and curves that could be made to point out directions leading through the walls of space to other spaces beyond, end quote. This particular account says that when she later disappeared mysteriously from Salem, that, quote, curves and angles were smeared on the gray stone walls of with some red sticky fluid, end quote.
Baby's blood.
These fluids were inexplicable, even to a man named Cotton Mather, who was a first-hand witness to this when they were searching her house when she was in trial. It's another account of a self-proclaimed student physicist named Walter Gilman. He had a theory that, quote, a mediocre old woman of the 17th century had developed an insight into mathematical depths perhaps beyond the utmost modern delvings of Planck, Heisenberg, Einstein, and de Sitter. When he reveals that when he took a room in her house, she revealed to him this same knowledge. And what's weird about this is this name, Walter Gilman, strikes a chord with you, Dr. Chandler. The Gilman, they're another prominent family here in Arkham. And there was this, many years ago, there's this sort of legend from sometime you think in the 19th century, during the 1800s, of the Gilman family. There was this weird thing about them being cursed because a lot of the people in their family committed suicide or died under mysterious circumstances. And you remember Walter Gilman, who was one of the prominent people in this family, had disappeared. The disappearance of Walter Gilman was kind of a famous thing back then. And almost everybody knows about this in Arkham. But in these papers here, Hobhouse writes that this Gilman man took a room in her house and that she shared this knowledge with him or something. She's also described in these writings as having a bent back, long nose, and shriveled chin, and has a croaking voice.
Jesus, she even sounds like the creatures in the storybooks.
There are stories of her, too, having what she called a pet. Some kind of rat creature legend associated with her. It is said that she fed this creature on her own blood. Whatever it was, this rat creature thing.
Does it give a name for the rat creature?
No.
Bummer.
Oh, in one of the accounts of one of the courtroom accounts, she was known to said about this creature, this rat creature that she claimed to possess or have as a pet, which she called. She told the court that she trusts it to carry messages between her and the black man, and that she feeds the creature on her own blood. That's all the relevant stuff you find about Keziah Mason. There are accounts of other witches, of course, in these trials. Some just as bad.
Do any of them mention the black man?
No, nothing like that. But a lot of very close similarities in that they were convicted of stealing children, just having, general suspicions. And you find too that apparently it was just enough to have suspicion of someone to accuse them of being a witch back then. So,
are any of the books that we took, any of the books that were just referenced here about the Book of Azathoth or anything like that? Or, what books do we have? What are the titles?
They just look like old history books. Some of them are most of them are very kind of short. They're not really thick books at all, but they appear to be very old, probably valuable. And you can see evidence of hunters, trying to copy portions of these books as well. So it's not only the witch papers that he was forging other books, other documents. So after you get through the accounts of, the writings of Hobhouse, of course, in the back of the folio are what are purported by Armitage to be possibly the Keziah Mason papers with all the symbols and stuff on it. You're looking at these, Chandler, and you're kind of, showing it to these guys. And man, it just, to you guys, it really looks just like a bunch of gibberish. Just numbers and drawings of angles and even the language, the writing, you don't recognize as anything. It doesn't look like Greek or Latin or anything. It looks weird. whatever it's written in.
Mm.
But Chandler, being an archaeologist and having a good understanding of human biology and anatomy and such, you realize just by kind of looking at these papers closely with a magnifying glass that the ink itself is likely human blood.
Mm.
Or something very similar to human blood if it's not.
Damn, we really should have taken all of his paints and inks.
Well, he has many paints and inks at his studio, yeah. For sure, he has a whole painting studio there.
Yeah, we should have taken all that. Do you think it'd be worth it to head back?
Why would you want to go back and get that? I mean, that's just, he's not going to have human blood.
You don't think?
No.
Hey, where are you guys anyway? Are you at Jimmy's place? So we're looking at these papers?
Well, I guess we never said we left. Did we leave?
We never said.
Oh, no, we left.
Yeah.
We left. We went to a safe place, and I assumed it was Jimmy's place. Yeah, because that's where...
yeah, it would probably be Jimmy's.
The whole gang, right? The gang hanging out, the mobsters.
I'm going to advance time here a little bit. This is mid-afternoon, about 3:30 now.
It may very well be blood. It may be something else. It may be mixed with stuff. I mean, this is the kind of information that would be helpful as well, figuring out what the hell is so important about all this. I mean, I guess unless he was writing it in his own blood, where was he getting the blood? Where was he keeping the blood? And more importantly, since his house hasn't been broken in since we got there, where is that blood? That's a lot of blood to write a lot of pages.
The pages, the old pages were made with blood. The forgery pages aren't made of blood, are they? Or they're just made of regular ink?
He said that there was something strange about the ink. They're also a dark red crimson. Right?
Well, you pull out the copy. And you're looking at it. You're comparing them. And yes, there is a distinct difference. It looks like Hunter was trying to copy it with some reddish hue in the ink or paint or whatever he was using, but it's not right.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
see,
it was not blood. It was just like red and black ink.
Like I said, the drawings and the drawings in the Mason papers are very concise and exact. There's no real fading or blurring of the ink at all. And you've handled old documents before, Dr. Chandler, you know.
Yeah,
very unusual.
I see, yeah.
And you're a little perplexed by it, actually, Dr. Chandler. And you turn to Eddie, say something. Eddie, Dr. Chandler turns to you, and you see with shocking horror that there's something wrong with Dr. Chandler's eyes.
Shit.
You see these writhing earthworms begin pouring out of Dr. Chandler's eyes, down onto the table in front of them. And they're still squirming in this pool of slime. Roll sanity for Eddie.
Yeah.
Harry, you still with us? Walter went to get a drink.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was on mute. Yes, I'm still here.
Roll sanity for Walter.
Oh, shoot, it's real.
So, Tom, from your perspective, you turn, to Eddie to just say, there really is some distinct difference, something about this ink. I can't really figure it out. But you turn to say that to him, and you see Eddie.
My eyes are wide, my mouth is agape, I'm screaming, pointing.
Yeah, Eddie just suddenly recoils in horror away from you, Dr. Chandler.
Table.
Walter with the extreme success again. Harry brought his lucky dice, like I suggested. Eddie lose one sanity.
Oh,
and you see both of these guys look at you like what's going on, and you're a little perplexed, Dr. Chandler. You're like, when these guys and you feel your face like, am I bleeding or something?
Chandler, are you feeling okay?
Walter, you saw that? Yeah, Doc, are you all right? Can you see me?
I'm feeling fine. I can see you fine.
Yeah, the vision is gone now. Like there's no worms. Just suddenly.
Walter, you saw that, right?
I did.
Dr. Chandler,
Like you have
you
crazy eyes.
this wave of like sickness comes over you, like a wave of nausea, Tom. Oh, and you gotta take a deep breath, like whoa, and you feel your stomach kind of go. Blur. And
Oh,
yeah, you're like feeling kind of sick all of a sudden.
Doc, you're looking kind of green. You all right? Did you
I
eat
stopped
something
looking
weird
at the
today?
papers. I stopped looking at the papers. Okay, try to regain my composure.
Yeah, you got the papers in your hand. You like just kind of toss them onto the desk. Stop looking at them. You feel really sick. You feel like you're gonna puke. You're gonna puke, Tom.
Right. I run to a mason jar. Or a bucket.
Chandler stands up from his chair and turns, and he kind of staggers. Eddie, you catch him. You know, like he's almost gonna fall. And Dr. Chandler, you just let it all go. This horrible mass of worms and maggots come out of Chandler's mouth, all over Eddie and all over the floor. And your head now is pounding, Dr. Chandler. You don't feel well at all.
Oh boy.
The phone rings.
Careful. Put the papers back in the manila envelope.
Bring, bring.
We're at Eddie's place? Is that what you
Or
said?
Jimmy's.
Or Jimmy's place?
Jimmy's
I'm sorry.
apartment above the steakhouse.
Right.
Bring, bring.
Does Jimmy normally answer his own phone? I don't know what's protocol for him.
Jimmy's somewhere downstairs. He has to take care of some business while you guys are discussing the papers. Yeah.
Let it ring. We know who it is.
The phone stops ringing.
Doc, you want to go to the hospital?
No.
You all right? Can I get you anything?
Glass of water.
All right, I go grab some water.
Something a little different here. The mass of worms and maggots that Chandler vomited is still there.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I stumble on that and eyes go wide, look at the doc. Okay, Doc, I think we take you to the hospital.
No, I think we got to get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's calling you? Why would you be getting a phone call? I don't like this at all.
Well, it's Jimmy. You know, he's a busy man. Let's get the hell out of here. Hey, Jimmy, we're taking off.
All right. Looks like Jimmy's helping. He's signing off on a shipment of lobster or something. All right. He says, "You be back later?"
Well, yeah, of course.
A shipment of lobster.
Yeah.
I don't know where to go.
Okay, so here's the thing. I think I am going to go to the hospital, but I'm not going to tell Dr. Chandler.
Really? Okay.
No, don't bring me to the hospital. No, no, no.
Well,
Definitely
if
not.
you explode into maggots, like...
It's clearly related to these papers.
So Eddie,
papers.
so Eddie's like, "Doc, get in the car. Get in the fucking car. Come on, Doc."
We're not going to the hospital. It's related to these papers. We got to hide these papers somewhere where this witch isn't going to find them.
Doc, you're puking maggots.
I'm afraid. I'm starting to get scared. I'm afraid we did the work for her. If that thing is following us in the sewers and it knows where we're at, and it knows we found the papers, you know, for all I know, everybody's been looking for these papers, and if they know we have them now, they're going to be coming for us.
Look, Doc, I got the papers right here. We hold on to them. We take them with us. There's nowhere safer right now, really, than us. Maybe somewhere in the university, but I doubt it. If the dean's in on it, then he'll find him. If Roach, I don't trust that man at all. I don't think the university is the safest spot. Any one of them could tell any one of them anything. So holding on to them is our best bet for now. And we take you to the hospital before you keep coughing up maggots, Doc. Maggots out of your mouth.
I'm feeling better. I'm fine. I'm feeling better.
Little double vision, Chandler. Sickly feeling.
Well, Doc, we got to be surrounded by people anyways. Just get in the car.
Surrounded by people.
Well, yeah. Who the hell? I mean, you think this thing, the rat thing's gonna hunt us down with people? Chandler, we gotta go. It's gonna hunt us down, but it won't attack us if we're surrounded, right? If it's just us, then if it's just the three of us.
Walter, what do you think?
I don't know. Where are we gonna go that's safe?
Hospital's a safe spot for now. And then and then if you want, we can take the Folios over to the university. I mean, you don't want to turn him into the dean? Do we turn him into Armitage? He seems like a good guy. He kind of knows, he's got a head for this stuff. I mean, I trusted him, but it's kind of tough to trust people who are into witches.
Yeah.
I guess Armitage did admit to being into witches a little bit there, yeah. But only like as a academic interest, of course.
Is there anything coming up, like from a calendar perspective? Summer solstice, the equinox, anything? Full moon,
Halloween.
May Day.
Yeah, I mean,
Halloween's coming. It's a little ways away yet, but that would be the next big holiday.
Halloween, isn't that the season of the witch? I mean, isn't that when All Saints Day? Shit. What's today's date? October what?
4th.
So it's the month of the witch.
So what do we know? This witch has been able to move through time and space. Something about the dream world. We're all getting sick. We're seeing maggots. I'm actually throwing them up. We have the papers. We should not look at them. They're not doing us any favors.
When she's got the rat thing. Did you say you saw a big rat in the sewers, Harry?
Yeah, there was some kind of dog creature. I thought I saw it.
So
I'm not sure.
So there's our big rat. So we got the big rat. We got the witch. They're real. This is the real. How the hell are those numbers making big rats and space-time shifts? The hell.
Also, unless Walter just dreamed it, there's a monkey bat thing as well. Let's not forget about the monkey bat.
Ne'er shall we forget the monkey bat. Okay, well, if you don't want to go there, do you want to go back to the sanitarium, see how they did with the kid?
Just then, Jimmy comes in the room. He says, guys, I just had one of my guys tell me the police are chasing Hunter down by the tracks up on High Lane, Water Street. Let's go.
Okay, let's do it.
He said one of his guys, one of the cops called one of his guys or something and said that they found this guy who escaped from the sanitarium, and they're trying to get him. He's down by the railroad track somewhere.
He's on foot?
The thing is, there's this snowstorm going on, so the police are trying to catch him on foot.
Don't worry about it. Something tells me if we get close, he'll know.
Do we want to get close?
Well, I mean,
It's
yeah,
just
you're
news
right.
from the crime syndicate, you know.
They're chasing him, but if they don't catch him, then that's just another missing factor. We don't know where the hell he could be. He could be lurking around any time. He broke the bars out with his bare hands.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean he knows.
Guns. We need people with guns. We need eyes. We need ears.
So we need Jimmy's crew.
Yep. And then I think,
I mean, Jimmy could send some guys down to just see what's going on. I mean, it sounds like the cops are trying to get him, so presumably if the cops got him, they take him back to the sanitarium, but they don't know what you guys know. Of course.
hey, you know what? I just thought of something. We finally got the papers. Maybe we can set a little trap. I think if anybody's going to know anything about this, it's Roach. He is clearly involved. On some level, he is involved. And I think he would know what's up with this chick and her rat dog.
What if we gave Roach the forgeries?
Ooh, what if? But he would know, yeah?
I don't know.
I mean, I can tell by looking at it that it's not blood.
Well, we could just tell him this is what we found. See if he wants to do anything with it.
Then at worst, he'd think there's another set of forgeries, and that'd just set him back even further. All right. I mean, hey, look, we gotta start putting the screws to people and asking questions. This is getting serious. Your life's at risk, Dr. Chandler. You coughed up maggots.
All right, I think we should leave these papers with like Dr. Saladin in the deep in the library, and then we'll just take the forged copies to Roach and see what he says.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think it's still a bit dangerous. I mean, look, if the university knows that Saladin's a friend of ours, they might know that we would go to them. And if the university's in on it, then, you know, they might be watching Saladin. And if they find out where he puts those papers...
Yeah, but I don't want to walk up to Roach and have the papers in my back and
the real papers.
Jacket. You know, have the jacket paper, and then hand him forgeries, even though I got the real ones in my pocket. I mean,
we leave them in the car with a couple Jimmy's guys. I don't know. Maybe they had stuff flipping through it, start coughing up maggots. That wouldn't look good.
Yeah.
Is Bear with us? Bear could stay in the car and keep him.
Yeah, you don't feel too good, Tom. You're starting to feel like this numbness in your hands now a little bit, and just kind of a nauseous feeling, pounding headache. You feel really sick.
But you won't go to the hospital, but hey, look, that's on you, bud.
Hospitals aren't going to fix witchcraft.
No, you're right. But then again, you never know. Apparently, there are some pretty witchy academics around these parts.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, let's go let Roach know.
And show him that we found the forgeries?
Mm-hmm. Show him that we found the forgeries, and then use that to... I don't know, man. I'm thinking it's time to start hunting witches. Take him back to Jimmy's. Ask a few important questions.
Oh, you want to kidnap him and interrogate him?
I do.
Oh shit. Okay.
He's the ugliest bastard of the bunch so far. Him and that Weasley kid.
Yeah, him and
what was that Weasley kid's name?
Anthony Flinders.
Flinders. Little Weasley Flinders. That kid I don't trust either, but I think but Roach has just got a bad aura. See, I'm getting a sense for it too.
I mean, if you guys want to kidnap him, I mean, that's not my speed. I'm a professor, but if you, that's if you guys want to kidnap him and beat him up,
kidnap who?
Beat him for information. Okay, I'm not going to stop you.
Professor Roach, the guy who was the the rival of the dean. We know that according to the kid, he's Flinders, Weasel Flinders. He has he's a witch. He has like a secret witchy relationship with somebody else, and they do rituals, something along those lines, right?
Yeah, Flinders said that they were the ones who probably stole the papers, and that they were secret lovers and devil worshippers. This is Roach here.
And Roach was a secret lover with whom?
Dean Fallon.
Dean
that's what Flinders said.
That's what Flinders says. Okay. Yeah.
Flinders also accused Emily Court of being a witch as well. Straight up.
So I suggest that we maybe get in touch with Roach, really see what he actually knows, if he's actually a good man or not. Because if he checks out, then I mean that leaves who? Flinders being the only one who could be involved in this? I mean, of course there's Cecil, but he's been possessed now, so. And who had the papers before they were stolen and forged? It was
the Mason family.
The Cobb family.
Okay.
The Cobbs were distant relatives of the Hobhouse family. Old man Hobhouse was the last one, so it went to the Cobbs, his whole collection. And the Cobbs presumably donated it. Yeah.
Okay, and just to be 100% clear, so I'm caught up again, the Dean wanted us to recover these for the Cobbhouse family. They were just paying to have it found again.
Well, the entire collection wasn't just like given to the university. They were given to the university to study,
right,
and to find out what was there in Hobhouse's collection. Well, they immediately realized that these witch papers were kind of unique among the collection, very valuable, and all that. And Professor Leader was put in charge of this project for the university. When the papers went missing, nobody knew where they were. The university decided to hire you guys to find them because they didn't want anybody to know that the papers were missing. That would be a very embarrassing thing to have to tell the Cobb family, for one thing. So that's where we stand. Is Fallon just doesn't. He's keeping it on the down low. I mean, you guys haven't even noticed there's no real police presence. The police were notified of Leader's death. He died of a heart attack, and that's pretty much it as far as they know. The police. You guys really haven't talked to Amelia Court much about what she might know about Leader. Leading up to these events. She just showed you his office and said that she was the one who found him.
Right. Now, it certainly could just be the whole thing could be a cover story presented by Dean Fallon and Harland Roach just to make it look like they did not steal the papers. Setting us up, making us look good by being the investigators in charge of this search when all along they knew that Cecil had them. The fact that Cecil was just brought to the sanitarium means that Fallon and Roach might have just been in the process of scrambling to get the papers back and just never managed to get there in time.
No, because the girlfriend's place was ransacked, and so was the other guy. So was the Landers. They got the forger. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think the art student was just brought in by accident. I doubt. Remember, his place was not tossed, so nobody was there, and they've had a week.
And notably, Lucy's place was ransacked by men with hooves.
Yeah.
Whoever hired Cecil to forge the books,
men with hooves,
is the one that is what we were looking like. That's who we're looking for. And
Emily is the last one we haven't talked to. Technically, right. We haven't talked to her. We could act dumb and say, "See what she knows."
Yeah, there's her, Tom, and there's also whoever Wick is, and also Lucy Stone. You haven't talked to her either, or know if where she is, or if she's even alive.
That was the girlfriend, right?
Right. So the girlfriend, and also this Wick person who warned Charles Leader about the papers and to kind of bring them to me or whatever.
Okay, maybe that's our better lead.
I don't want to bring him to Wick. Why the hell? If he wants them, what the hell does he want them for? Forget that.
Right.
We can go talk to him, but I don't want the papers.
Of course. The question, I guess, we need to figure out where we want to keep the papers.
Well, I'll tell you what, you guys, we're at the couple hour mark here. We usually stop around this time. Let's call this session here, and that way we can have Lee and Kyle's kind of input, and we can talk about it even in Discord, like over the next week, before the next session of next steps. Now that you guys have found the papers, there's kind of a lot to consider, a lot of parts.
Yeah, feels like it.
Rick, Amelia, and I hear you. But that's not a bad idea.
We'll just kind of end it with this. Dr. Chandler, through the afternoon and into the evening, you do start feeling a little bit better. Okay?
Okay.
Although you have this sort of feeling now of just anxiety. Great anxiety has descended down upon you, Dr. Chandler, of being in possession of these papers and what that could mean, given everything that's happened over the last 24 hours. You're a nervous wreck, let's just say. Okay?
Great.
And the fact that you actually picked up these worms and maggots and stuff, that's hard to get over. You take like 4 showers that evening. Drink some wine, and you just can't get that taste out of your mouth. Ugh. So we'll end it with that, and we'll convene next time and discuss next steps.
All right.
Excellent. Sounds good.
But we're coming to the climax now of the Crimson Letters, and if we should continue, we'll continue on with the Dreams in the Witch House story that kind of proceeds after this whole Crimson Letters thing. But there are lots of loose ends if you think about it in this Crimson Letters things. Now you got Amelia Court. What's she up to? Could she provide information, or is she actually a witch? Who knows? With Roach and Fallon, I mean, I like, Eddie seems to be convinced that, there still is a possibility that they are secret lovers and devil worshippers. We don't know. Maybe it was a plot by them, this whole thing. There's Anthony Flinders, who you guys, seem to trust to a certain extent. What would he think if he found out that you found the papers? What would he do? And then there's Cecil Hunter, who is at large. And like Alex says, possibly possessed by the devil. Who knows? But he's out there somewhere tonight and this evening as the sun goes down. It's going to be a long night, fellas. A long night.
Great.
Oh, shit.
What's that, Harry?
I said I think Cecil's under the grate in the sewers.
Yeah, maybe down there with the dog men.
Oh, maybe I don't know
Cecil
that he
is the dog man.
That's what I'm thinking. Cecil is the dog.
Yeah, whatever you can do to rationalize it, Walter, of course.
Absolutely.
Because it wasn't, you know what? You think it might have been a dog, but you're pretty sure it wasn't a dog. Let's put it
Yeah,
that
but
way.
it probably was.
No, but it probably wasn't. Dogs
It
don't look like
probably
that.
wasn't.
It's the eyes, man. It's like these bloodshot yellow eyes with these huge pupils. No, man, you've never seen a dog like that. But the rest of it, maybe it was like a what do you call them? Some maybe he just had too much to drink. Let's just call it that. That's
call
how
them Markham
Walter.
Coyotes, where I come from.
Up until now, Walter has rationalized everything bad that's happened in his life to just drinking too much. So we'll just chalk it up to that. How about that, Walter? It was all that liquor you drank over at Cecil Hunter's apartment. All right, gentlemen, good session. We'll see you all next time.
Thank you, everybody. That was good. All right.
That was
good.
fun.
Yeah, a lot to think about.
Yes.
There was one thing I
No.
half expected you guys to chase Cecil, away from the sanitarium. It's kind of cool that didn't happen because, of course, you guys probably thought to yourselves, like, more sanity loss? Why would we chase more sanity loss? But I half expected you guys to chase him, which would have been cool. I was going to do like a chase scene, actually. But it's interesting that you didn't. And you just went right to his apartment and bam, found the papers. Well, good investigating, guys.
See, we did the right thing.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But Hunter's out there. He'll be back, I'm sure. All right. Have a good night, guys.
All right. Good night.
See you next time.
Good night, everybody. That was awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Good night,
Peace.
Tom.
Fantastic.
Good night, Harry.
All right, take care.
Have a good one.